This video screencast is how to install a plugin in WordPress. Now, I do want to note that this screencast is in regards to installing a plugin using the WordPress backend. There will be a tutorial on how to install a plugin in WordPress using FTP and then also activating because this is a little bit different in some people, whether they're developers or perhaps their web host prevents them from doing automatic install from your WordPress backend. You may need to use FTP. However, in the case of this video screencast, it will be entirely from the backend of WordPress. So here we are in the back end of WordPress, and as you can see on the menu for the dashboard, if we want to do anything with plugins, we go to the section called plugins, and of course there's a flyout menu that says installed plugins. So we'll go ahead and just kind of click on that so you kind of can get an idea. So as you can see, there was actually no plugins installed. This is kind of a fresh install. So in the case of this, both of these are not active. By default, actually, WordPress comes with Akismet and Hello Dolly plugins. So as you can see, we actually have an update on this one. You can either click update now, or as you can see up here, there's actually little symbols with the number 3. It says 1, and then if you hover over it, says 1 plugin update and 2 theme updates. However, in this case, we're just going to go ahead, even though this is not activated, we want to keep our plugins up to date, and that is a big word of advice. Just like you want to keep your WordPress install up to date, you want to keep all your plugins up to date as well. So here are, well, I've actually activated the plugin when I did this, but that's okay. Say we want to either if we want to edit this plugin or any other plugin, we actually can. There's actually an editor from the back end. Usually I wouldn't recommend from here. This is something more developer, and you have to be really familiar, but you do have that availability to edit your plugins from this area, and you just select. So if I wanted to do the Hello Dolly, then I could do that from here. Now this is actually a tutorial that's more for installing plugins. So what we're going to do is, the great thing about the WordPress backend is that you can actually search from the WordPress plugin directory itself, and this is the plugin directory, and it says 21,334 plugins, and there are plugins for widgets, to add functionality to your posts, for your sidebar, for comments, for social networking, for your images, just about anything. And so we're going to go back to this, and say you have the opportunity to search. Say you want to do page navigation plugin, something that's a little more slick for your site. And what it'll do is it'll search through what's available, and as you can see, it comes out with all these results. And in the case that you don't see what you want, and maybe say you actually know what the plugin is called. So in the case, I'm going to say, since I can't find that and I know the actual plugin's name, I'm going to type in WP Page Navi. And I'm going to go ahead and search again. And as you can see, it actually comes up. And so I can, if I'm not too sure, I mean, I'm sure that this is a plugin, but in the case that I'm not sure, I can actually read up on this to see if this plugin is updated. Like you can see in the case of this screencast, 25 days ago, this plugin was updated, and it requires at least WordPress 3.2 or higher, and it's compatible to the most current version, and it gives you a lot of different information and a description, how to install, whether you have to add to your theme, or you know, if you need to do any addition to your CSS, your styling for your theme, of course, and it gives you how this should work out, this plugin should work, and the plugin options, and all the different changes that have gone to it. This is more for like developers that are more, and also FAQ in the case you have some questions. And so we're going to go ahead and install now. Now you can do it there, or as you saw on the other one, there was actually a link, and we can go ahead and activate the plugin. So now we've actually installed our first plugin. Now you can install as many plugins as you want, but please keep in mind that some plugins may use more resources. So when somebody visits your site and it calls the database, it could slow your site down, or it could also be a problem with your web host if it's too much. So you really have to be careful on how many plugins you install and how you're using them. And in the case that you're actually not using one, I would recommend to deactivate it. So the other way to install plugins, we're going to go back to Add New. You can also go up to the other button that was like up in this area. And there's some other areas called Featured. So it gives you all these other very popular and well-recommended plugins by WordPress. And these ones are in particular very popular ones. So many bloggers use them. They have hundreds of thousands of downloads. And then you even have the ability to check out the newest ones. Say you actually like to install and try them out, and maybe even do a review. So the other way is to upload. Say you can't find one there, or you actually downloaded a plugin from an outside source, maybe a premium site, and so you have the zip file with all the plugins files in it. So you just have to choose a file, and it'll choose it from your computer, and then you just select, and usually this area will tell you what the file is, and then you install it, and afterwards you can activate it. So that is how you install a plugin to WordPress using the WordPress backend. Thank you.